Hi everyone. Now I'm going to talk about the introduction to Power Query. Here we're going to talk about the basics and the process of how you can go in and out of Power Query. So this is the file that we're going to use, right? So this is the file. Now this is the introduction to Power Query, and I have a simple database of a customer. So how do we get into the Power Query is by using data. And since I'm going to enter the Power Query from the file itself, I can just click from table or range, right? Data from table or range, and they will convert the data into a table, right? Excel will need to convert your data into a table, and my table has a header. Let's click OK. And voila, this is your Power Query. So the Power Query editor is actually sitting on top of that Microsoft Excel. So you cannot, I repeat, you cannot exit and go back to your Excel unless you finish what you need to do for this particular Power Query. So I just maximize the screen. So once you have, let's just say we have conducted and we have finished this particular transformation, one of the things to get out from here is to go back to the home ribbon and click close and load to. Now you have close and load and close and load to. So I'm going to try close and load to first. When I click this close and load to, they actually ask me what do I want to load it out to the workbook as. I have a choice of a table, pivot table, report, or pivot chart, or I just want to have a connection. And where do I want to load them? So assuming I actually wanted to load a table, so I tell them I want to put it into a new worksheet. So I just hit OK. Now, what they did was they loaded the data out as a new worksheet. If you look at your worksheet, you have table 1, that's the table 1. Now, let's just say we decided actually we do not want to load it out as a table, but we want to proceed with the pivot table. So what we can do from here, if we made a mistake, we can always right-click the query and connection, then click load to. Under this, you can just click pivot table report and OK. You're going to get this message, and basically it's not going to have any data loss. It's just that the table that you have here will be missing and they will replace it with a pivot table. So I just going to click OK. There you go. Now you have a pivot table screen now. So it's really up to you how you want to put it together and so on. So this is your pivot table. So assuming I want to go back to my Power Query, all I need to do is just go to the table 1 here. I can click the edit, or I can just click double click. And now I'm back into my query. Now, let's say I made a quick transformation. I click this, 3 column. I say I want to add a column and I want to do a merge column. So I'm going to use a space to space out each of the item here, and I'm going to call this full name. So when I click OK, there will be one new column added at the back here. Okay, so this is the transformation that I want. So now I would like to get out from here. All I need to do is even if I click on close and load to, I will not be able to choose the close and load to. It's only the first time when you are loading it, they give you the choice. Otherwise, you don't have it. Now, once you see I get out, I came back, and now I only can click close and load. When I click close and load, they came back here. Now, if you look at my worksheet here, I have something here called full name. Can you see the full name? That's the full name. So I can put it in here. And I want to know how many of them are female or male. So I put a gender, then I put a customer key here. So these are the number of male and female customer. Oops, something is not right. So let's take this out. Let's use something else. Let's use the full name, male and female. No, they didn't do that as well. Right, so, but basically you know what I mean. Right, if I were to count how many, so that's 1, Okay, so I go to this gender, take out his full name. Now I know how many male and how many female and how many was not classified. There you go. So that you can have it. So this one is by, let's just say I want to know by marital status. So how many of them are married and single? How many are male and female? And so on. So I can create a report that is so simple. Right. So I hope you understand how to go in and out from your Excel to your Power Query. Right. So thank you. Let's move on to the next video.